Here we go. I don't know why I look depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm tired. Always tired. Oh, hopefully, I fixed all the issues with everything, and we are good to go. Oh, let's see. Let's see how we doing here. Think we are good. Maybe. Yes, we are. We are good. Cha-ching. How we doing? Welcome to Sunday. Thanks for 20K, guys. We did it. We're famous. We made it. I inspired you to do your eBay shop for singles. Awesome, man. I just gave you a little nudge. Pokemon hobby in 2025. It's all the same shit. It happens like, so you could just replace that with like 2021 or 2017 or 2012. I forget, but it happens all the time. Hey, what's up, man? We did it. We hit 20K. Thanks, man. Thanks, Blaze Burger. It's like a burger shop. Sell burgers. Julian, what's up, man? Appreciate that. What we got here? Whoa, you can make goals? What is this? Yeah, I did not expect that last video to do so well. I went crazy. I'm a smash burger type guy. I like smash burgers. One of the RNG hoodies with the MTGs. Oh, really? Wow, wait, when did I? You might be like the only other person besides me and my wife who have that hoodie. I think. No one bought that, but I think one person. That's a limited edition. Joshua, I'm really not. I hit the pen too many times. So, I'm a little, you know. I was sitting here and I was like doing some research and figuring out where I want to go as far as the business and growth. And it's tough right now. I'm in a crossroads, you know, and one way it stays the same, and one way it's a lot of stress, anxiety, and who knows. But Moonshot, Lance, what's up, man? Thanks. Yeah, it was that last video went fucking mega like crazy for me at least, you know. No, it's not. I appreciate it. No, it's not due to health reasons, thank God. But who knows? It might be. I don't know. I haven't went for a checkup in a while. It's not. I'm actively trying. Put the Benjamin down, bro. It's your anxiety. Nah. I'm normally not an anxious person. Normally very relaxed. Just hanging out. Oh my God, fanny pack. Jesus Christ, you are the only... I don't even have one of those. You're literally the only one. Question, you can't sell on TCG Player in Canada apart from eBay. Is there another platform? Card Market, maybe? If you looked into that, they're more international, but eBay's probably your best option, kind of. I'm not sure really the market on Card Market, but you know, the US is going to be the easiest barrier to entry as far as selling singles. Bronze, what's up, man? You're the reason why I am exited. Oh, excited. Getting on YouTube. I am from Germany and have big Card Market store. Do mainly bulk singles. Your videos are helpful. Oh, appreciate that, man. Oh, Julian, so you there you go. You have a Card Market is only EU? Okay. Sorry. I think Canada, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, you're kind of screwed. Hey, develop a Canadian TCG player. Sounds simple, right? You become it. Seems like a gap in the market for me. If I ever see you at a con, you've got to sign the fanny and hoodie for me. Hell yeah. I'll do that. Out of singles. What? Packs? Or like a single card? Not out of singles. Come on. I don't want to talk about business. Yeah, so I'll sign it. I don't know. I might bring down the value of it. I got a piece of Chinese food stuck in my teeth. Sorry. Goal is to attend New Jersey TCG. How by the end of the year now? Oh, nice, man. Yeah, if you want a table, I know a gal, so I'll get you in. We're kind of sold out until I think June or end of May. I forget. But I do have a lot to talk about. Kind of, maybe, perhaps. We'll find out Monday once everything. Oh man, I'm I'm a ball of anxiety right now. 20K followed this guy? I know, right? Jesus. This bozo. Whatever you say, it's not financial advice for legal reasons. No, this is financial advice, and you should follow it and do exactly as I say, because see, you hear that? That's money being made right there. Because I am a business guru. No. Don't do what I do. It's worked out so far for me, but I'm probably not seeing 50. That's why we drink on Sundays and Monday through Friday. Kidding. Not an alcoholic. 30K. That's chump change, buddy. Yeah, Mason, that last video I did like crazy well. I think I got like 1,200 subscribers just off that one video. Hello, RNG. I started selling TCG Player because of you. I'm level 3 seller right now. Awesome, man. Congrats. Now, expand your horizons and sell on other platforms. Get everywhere. Eyes everywhere. Eyeballs, impressions. That's all it takes. It was well done. Nice. Yeah. Just converted my first set of shells into double shell. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, it works. At what TCG seller level would you well, I would just recommend expanding, once you have adequate inventory. And do you still sell very little on your own website? I tend to bottleneck my website because I've it sucks to say, it sucks to blame people and sort of there's a lot of bad actors in the trading card world as far as people trying to scam you. And me being a public facing person, there's always going to be someone who doesn't like you for whatever reason. I said something, whatever. And I'm not saying it's because of that, but I've had such an influx of like people just trying to fucking scam me that it's just like, and I have all these filters in place, but what people don't see is like, if someone buys something on my website and it's potentially fraud, which I have all these filters in place, I still have to eat the fee. Like, and even if I have a disclaimer on my website saying like, I'm taking 3% of your money if you're trying to screw me over or trying to do anything or trying to cancel, whatever, they can still charge back that 3% and I will still lose. So it's like lose no matter what. So I've just very much bottlenecked the website. I don't leave a lot of stock on it. I barely restock it. And I just do everything in person through Patreon and, the people I know. It's just like, whatever. You're going to quit your full-time job to sell Neopet cards. I think it's a solid strategy. You will definitely be the only guy. I get that you're kidding. Hey man, long time viewer, first time commenter. Just started moving singles via direct right now, breaking even as I build inventory, trying to work on eBay. Any advice on how to manage margins? Well, you'd be the only one to really know that because, you're the only person who really knows what you paid for everything. So, it's tough. It's a tough, thing to talk about because, everyone's different. If you want to do a lot of volume and you don't really care about the lower margins because of the amount you're actually moving, just keep doing TCG Player Direct and eventually the direct premium will, take you over to where you need to be. But, things that really do well on eBay are low value cards between that like $2 to $5 range where people would just like buy them all day and they don't need to be a $2 or $5 card. Yeah, sure. Sometimes, you get screwed over, a card spikes, you sell for $5, it's $20 now. But, for the amount of times you sell a card for $3 and it's a 50-cent card, kind of makes up for that fact. Rob, how do you break through the buy listing Yu-Gi-Oh singles market? I don't buy Yu-Gi-Oh. Boom, done. Yeah, most of what my website is more, yeah, pretty much. I use it as a sort of a redirect for my TCG singles on TCG Player Pro side and for pre-orders for my local customer base. Wait, what did I butcher that question? Was it me or you? Did I butcher it? I might have butchered it. Thoughts on me hiring an NFL linebacker to act as security so when their local Costco Pokemon restocks, you can take it all for yourself? I think that's a good strategy. It'll work in the short term. But, you know, the $5 you're making flipping the 151 Bloom and Mortar boxes probably won't pay for it, but it might. I don't know. Oh, by the way, I'm working on a new custom limited edition playmat. It's called Costco Wars 2025. And so here's the design. Let me set the scene. This one, it better fucking sell. Palette of Pokemon in the middle. It's going to be kind of South Park-esque art. One guy getting elbowed. We got a guy getting jumped in the parking lot, shoes flying off. We got a guy in the back unplugging a Pokemon vending machine. We got like Charizard and Mew flying in the Costco. And just complete chaos and pandemonium. And then I'm just like sitting on top of the pallet laughing at everyone. How's that? How's that for a playmat? I think it's good. I think it'll work. I just bought a 10th Doctor today. Serialized. I'm not a show-off. You say it all the time. I make no money. I'm not showing off. I'm drowning. Hey man, I want you to know that you were a major mentor in a way to break into TCG. Just hello to this morning. Oh, awesome, man. Be careful selling new sets. I'm gonna tell everyone this. That's why I don't do it anymore. It's just you just get screwed. You get like totally hammered. I just don't do it. I look towards that like 6 to 8 month set release and figure out margins there. You know what, dude? Like, you know how many how many like sellers on eBay I see just copy what I do? It's so funny. I just want to pull up some eBay listings. Let's go. What do we got? Let's just type in MTG bulk. Oh, there I am. First spot. There's one seller that almost has my same exact name. Where are they? I don't know. They're there. Trust me. Wow, this I've sold that many of those? I've sold 746 of these card lots. Holy shit. So how many cards is that? 500 times 746. Oh, that's not a lot. Caca. You got a favorite deck I run? I don't play Magic. I don't play any card games. I don't have the time. It sucks. What did I pick up the for PC? I'm gonna grade it. I grade all, like, I have the ninth Doctor, number 9. No, number 29 in a 10. And I'm going to grade the 10th Doctor. It'll probably get a 10. I think. And I keep them. They're fun. I made a whopping 9K last year. Nice. Hell yeah. Moving in the right direction. If you made money, you're moving in the right direction. I tried to research a lot about it, and everyone seems so inconclusive. They said 4 weeks, 9 weeks, 4 months. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would you $25 for 1,000 cards? Dude, that is a lot. That's like 6 times what you should pay for it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so because it's well, the thing that people think is that you're a game store, you get to sell, everything early, so you're going to make a lot of money. Literally, no one buys anything during pre-release unless it's, your local player base, or unless you're getting sniped on something that you mispriced, or something that is mispriced and the market hasn't realized yet, but someone did. So I don't sell anything pre-sale besides sealed boxes, because I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm doing when it comes to mechanics of the game. I let everyone else do that, and then I figure it out later. Because I'm so far removed from it now that it's just not, it's not even, it doesn't make sense for me to try and pretend to know what I'm talking about. I know how to sell stuff. So I sell. I don't know how to play anymore. If I sit down to go and play, I'm like, what is this? What is this sorcery? Sorcery. There was a beta reprint or restock. I was able to snag a few cases of that. $5 per 1,000. Yep. $5 per 1,000 is the most you want to pay for Pokemon. And Magic, for that matter. But you will get way more value out of Magic than you will Pokemon. I know it's crazy, but that's just how it is. I do have distribution, so at the current moment, I am making my goal margins on cracking the boxes right now. Plus, I know the key is level 4, so I need to do it. Yeah. If you're able to make money, cracking boxes, and it's tough now. There was about a 8 to 12 month window where we just feasted, man. You can still do it. It's just very hard. Like the amount you need to invest versus the amount you make is crazy. Yeah, you can't get your bulk off of eBay. You can't, because you're going to get it from someone like me or someone who owns a game store, and you're not going to have anything of really value in it. Takir's extreme exception to the norm. Tread lightly. Yeah, normally it's like that when it comes to a set that everyone forgot about. Like, Foundations was like that. Foundations Jumpstart was like that. So, yeah, anything that was ordered extremely lightly, and there's really no supply because everyone's like a week behind because they're trying to play catch up. MTG is the only way to truly make any margins on cardboard. Yes and no. I know what you're saying. I agree, but it's more than one way to skin a cat. Just got to figure it out. Just got to sharpen your knife. That's it. I tell people all the time, not knowing shit about games anymore, and they look at me like, yeah, I don't know anything. They know more than me. They know way earlier than I'll ever know. So I just don't. Sometimes it's for better or for worse, but that's why, I employ the people I do in the store, because they're very much into the market. And, I have a person that wears every hat for every game. Dude, I really dislike the Amazon same day on MTG, even sealed. You have to sell packs in person to even be worth it. So dumb. Yeah, that's the market we live in now, but it's dumb until you can't get it on Amazon, and then it's not dumb. That's how it works, man. That's not the market's it's so fast. Once, let's say, Amazon runs out of inventory, or whatever company is selling it at break even, and it's a decent product, it just shoots up like a rocket. It's not even funny. Yeah, which is why Dragonstorm, I still have a little bit for myself and the store. We really didn't under order, so we were able to get a decent chunk, which is why I was even able to offer it to the patrons. Which, obviously the trajectory of that, they did very well. And I'm happy to do that. It's great. I love it when everyone's able to make money. Or everyone's able to, even if they don't try and sell it, they enjoy it for themselves. They're able to get some value. Everyone wins. When everyone wins in the transaction, it's nothing better. Nothing better. It's the same thing I tell people with Pokemon. I was like, I love for when a Pokemon set comes out, it sells at MSRP. Beautiful. I'm able to get as much as I want. Everyone buys it at MSRP. It would be beautiful. But that's not the world, people. Someone just pulled serialized 8th Doctor in Discord. Oh, shit. Let me get that. I have the 9th, 10th. I don't have the 8th. Yo, you keep sending me bulk. Let me pay for it. I mean, I buy it. I appreciate it. I do. But I started going through one box today because I was like, let me get to this. So I usually do it in order of operations as I get it, but I just did a big buyout for a game store, and they sent me a pallet, and I was like, I'm never going to be able to get to this for a while. So let me do this now. Brian, what's up, man? Thanks. 20K. Yeah, I'm famous now, right? Hey, man, listen, you just gotta, I don't know. Maybe it's my smile. Give it a little wink. People send it, Hey, how's the recovery going from a procedure? Oh, man, I'm way healed. Tits are all healed up. You are a businessman, which leaves you with no time for card games themselves. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. Definitely the store and the show is, the card show has been great. And I'm trying to find ways to make myself have some downtime just so I can enjoy the little things, because, life really gets away from you, and you blink and I'm 40. I was just 23. And it just goes by so quick, and I'm trying to find little nuggets, little moments in time to enjoy things that I want to enjoy, and it's getting harder and harder by the day. So, I know that sounds sad, but it's not. It's good that I'm very busy, but it sucks. You've been doing really good with Pokemon Bulk. I list everything up to 70 copies of a card. I get so many messages. Yeah, that's one thing about Pokemon. If you list, especially reverse holos, like even the really, really cheap ones, if you list them like with a good floor price of like 25, 30 cents, and you keep a good back stock of everything, you're going to get insane orders, like crazy, crazy orders. Appreciate getting some Dragonstone from you. My allocation was cut a Friday before release with my store still not open. Oh my God. Well, I'm happy, it helped. I really am. Yeah, we're down to our last. I like to keep 2 master cases post release. Like let's say I anticipate selling 20 to 25 boxes. So I would theoretically try and keep 70 something boxes, in stock for the store, for the future. I did the same with this, and, we're down to our last 2 cases, which is 12 boxes. And, tomorrow I'm going to call up my distributors. They're probably going to be able to give me 1 or 2. And that's it. It's gone. I got to play Pokemon today. Got the top 4. We out here. Really? Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got Pokemon League right now at the store. Actually, let me see how many people registered. Let's make a live look at the store. Okay, we got a bunch of people at the counter. 28 people. Not bad. Someone ordered 227 cards, 3 different printings. What the hell? Jesus Christ. I hope you had a floor price set and you didn't sell them at a penny. Work to live, not live to work. Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm trying to grind hard now so I can not grind so hard later. And if we go ahead with the thing that we're going to do, which is, buy a property for the store, it's going to be a lot of grinding for a little bit longer. Well, a lot longer, but I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, I upped my floor price for everything to 25. I mean, 28 is insane considering my store can only hold 40 at max, so it feels a lot, more than it is. But we get like between 20 to like 35 every week for just league. I do no league challenges. I do no RCQs, nothing like that. You really need to find whatever brings you inner peace, even if it's something small. Yeah, I know. But it got so far away from me that like I'm like, what makes me happy? I sit there and I'm like, if I had 10 minutes or an hour, what do I do? I'm just like, and then I'll end up being like, oh, I'll sit here and I'll grab this pile of cards. I'll be like, oh, let me go through this and list this. And I'm like, wait, no, that's work. Stop it, you buffoon. But like, there's like, I got to figure it out, man. Have you been running into shipping issues? Yes. I've been running into shipping issues a lot. Issue with bulk orders. Oh, eBay. I didn't finish that. No, not really. Not like tracked orders. I've been running into extreme issues with TCG Player and just things not showing up. It's becoming an issue. I know it's part of the course. It is what it is, but it's frustrating. Yeah, we had an insane buy today. Oh, it was so good. What did we buy? Oh, well, I bought the serialized doctor. That was with a beta counterspell. Oh, do I? I don't have them here. Damn it. A beta counterspell, a beta dark ritual, beta, bunch of beta stuff. Really, really nice stuff. Not anything. If guys are selling, they know. Sorry. What's we got here, bro? Even if you're trying to do something else. Yeah, I know. Yeah, even if I did have the time, I'm just always thinking about, you know, the business and how I could do something for it, or I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we really haven't had an uptick in order volume just because I was taking it easy on TCG Player for a while and focusing on other things. So, like, for us to get an increase in orders not received when I'm not, you know, taking it as seriously as it once was is, like, kind of alarming, considering we're, like, down to 220,000 cards in inventory. It's like, you know, I was at 5, 6, or 700,000 not getting this much ordered not received stuff. So, just wanted to stop by and say, because of your videos and also Mason, awesome, I decided to take the plunge and decided a hobby, something more. Appreciate, yeah, thanks, man. You have the same issue with my free time, usually opening, sorting, researching. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing before I was live. I was on all of the distributor websites. I was like, all right, they have that listed for this. If I buy X, you think they'll cut me a deal? Maybe I can make some money. And then I was just like, stop, enough. We sell vintage like that. I mean, that's the thing. If I buy something really old and really, really expensive, I know I'm going to sit on it. But I like to have it. So, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Of course, you know, not everyone's trying to fuck you. But you can't help but think that in your head, of course. Are things getting lost? Probably. But, you know, for the 10 orders that get lost, you know, probably 5 or 6 of them are showing up. So, granted, probably at the time they reached out to you, they didn't have it, but they're not going to reach back out once they get it. Because I've had orders show up, like, that's why I always wait. I wait like a month. If I order something on TCG Player, I'm waiting a month before I'm reaching out to anyone. Honestly, not trying to sound funny, but I would go on a walk and leave my phone at home. Yeah, I know, dude. If I... it's easier said than done. If I, like, leave my phone anywhere, I get an anxiety panic attack. Can we get a stream of you playing Schedule 1? What's that? Oh, that's that drug game, right? Are you able to call your distributor to ask for a deal? Yeah, if you buy a lot. Yeah. Do it all the time. I mean, they're not going to give it to you for less than they paid for it. But yeah, of course. Do you recommend TCG or eBay for newbies? It depends on your stock. You know, if you have really low value cards, TCG Player is going to be the way to go. You know, if you have any card like, you know, the market price over $1, but under 5 in that window, probably eBay is going to be your best option. Then once you get over that $5 to $10 range, you're back on TCG Player. It's kind of like it's like a bell curve to this. You know what I mean? It starts off like low value cards, TCG Player. Then once you get around here, eBay. And then once you get like to here, back to TCG Player. It's so weird. That's just how it is. Are you close to the beach, Rob? Sunday morning. I'm not close to the beach. We're like probably 45 minutes to an hour from the beach. We're like in, central New Jersey. Like 20 minutes from Newark or 30 minutes from Newark. I have people messaging me within 2 days of the due date. Yeah, that happens. That's going to happen. What I do is like I have a template. And I would say almost 100% of the time, people are very, understanding. I say, hey, I've had an influx of customers reaching out saying things are, delayed with USPS. And I tell them 99.9% of the time, it ends up showing 5 to 10 days after expected due date. So if we could wait that period of time, I'd be grateful. And if not, I completely understand, and I'll give you a refund or a replacement. And 9 times out of 10, I've never had anyone say, hey, no, I want my refund now. Everyone's always like, I completely understand. Yeah, I'll reach back out later. And I would say 70% of the time, they never reach back out because they probably got it. I understand why TCG Player lowered the expected arrival time, but like also I don't, because like people, I don't know, man. There's an issue. And things work until they don't. And then when they don't, it's broken. So like just leave it the way it was. I get it. It's frustrating for the customers, but like, obviously it's an issue with your platform as well, not being able to provide people with tracking on an envelope. So I don't know. What is a lot? If I'm not broke, but I've always just paid what it is on the website, guess maybe I should try. I don't know. I don't know what that's referring to, but okay. Yeah, I don't know. Rob, when does a new RNG location open up? Once I reach in the couch cushions and pull out some millions, or or take the sledgehammer and go into the walls. You love the content. Thanks, Civic. Appreciate that. Kind of insane how often it's like the next day after getting the message from someone, they write back and say sorry. Yeah, I've had that too. Like, even if I get a message, I normally don't respond to it same day. I normally respond to it next day. And sometimes even like they'll message me, and then later that day they'll message me again and be like, oh, it showed up today. And I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. Next time, man. Scope some shows over here and let me know. I'm down to travel. All right, Bronze. Where are you from again? I got to look in that area because we are definitely looking to expand to other cities. Yeah, eBay does have tracking envelopes, but from what I heard, TCG Player's platform is broken and on old code, and it would implode the whole system if they tried to put it in. But I don't know. That's why you're under the umbrella of a multi-billion-dollar company, and you should maybe invest some into development and figure out that issue. Because you're going to start to hemorrhage some good sellers. Deals from distributors was the follow-up question. Well, it's hard now, man. You can't find deals in an up market. When everything's on fire, you can't. It's hard. Gamma. Yeah. What? I don't want to talk about Gamma. Fuck that shit. So, yeah, you're not going to be able to find deals in an up market. It's just not really a thing. Doesn't exist. We had a beautiful point in time. From, when was it? 2022 to like now, where commander decks, everything was so beautiful. Like I kind of let the cat out of the bag and ruined a bunch of shit on that. My bad. But like I made a video and then like things just weren't the same after that, kind of like with the arbitrage and opening up shit and selling it. I know it would have been a beautiful time. I just, I didn't like the way it went down. And I'm a man who has a lot of pride. I'm very prideful. So when I feel disrespected or slighted, you're dead to me. So there's that. There's that. I'm like 70K deep into home sales and trying to open a shop in Florida in a spot where there's nothing. What part of Florida? Because I know a few shops in Florida, and my brother just moved to Florida, so I'm going down at the end of the month, and we're going to scout some locations for me to possibly set him up with a shop. You have no pride. You do. Any chance you've seen a giant auto load or shoot for the 8270? What do I have? I have the 8170. Yeah, there is I don't like them. They say they can run like 1,000 cards. You can just load it, but I've seen them in use, and you continuously have to like adjust shit. I don't like it. It's like a 3D printer. You constantly have to tweak shit on it. I just don't like it. I don't know. Saint Lucy. Part of my family just moved to. Oh, by the way, speaking of Florida, why is every body cam in fucking Florida? I watch body cam videos all day. They're all in Florida. You guys are crazy. Family just moved to Palm Coast and by Disney. Not Orlando, but like further out. You need cheap inventory. I'm not cheap, baby. All right? Market price. Until it's, below I pay for it, then it's MSRP. Congrats on all my success. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Your YouTube videos are instrumental in helping me expand my TCG business. Now I'm well over. Oh, wow. Awesome. Good for you, Dave. Dave. I'll say David. Florida has different media. Is that it? I thought that might have been it. Like there's law, like they just release all the body cam videos there. Like it's just the law. Because I don't see any other fucking body cam videos unless I'm just in Florida body cam video algorithm on my YouTube. I got to hold a 9.5 Beckett first edition Charizard today. Someone traded it 40. Yeah, my friend has one. My friend has a 9.5 as well. It's fucking nutty. Where do I get my shipping labels from? From eBay? Or like if I'm shipping like to a customer, like from like my website, from whatever website platform I use. Or pirate ship. Or UPS, you know, the main UPS business side of things. There was a man that robbed a Wendy's in Florida only armed with an alligator. What? Is that real? Florida. Wendy's. Florida Wendy's alligator. It's the first fucking thing. It's real. What the fuck? A man was arrested Monday for allegedly tossing a live alligator through the drive-thru. Oh my God. I thought it was going to say Palm Coast. I was like, oh my God. What is wrong with people? Rent in the spot is $5,000 to $6,000. That's not bad. It depends on how big it is. What are some sets that have good non-bit? You mean like full art lands? So Kamigawa, of course, is a goat. That's like the goat of the lands, full art lands. Then we got, I think that's like the only like real true one I would like go out of my way to collect. Hour Devastation's really cool because it was like kind of like the first time it was done. I'm sorry, Battle for Zendikar. Or was it Hour? I forget. It's kind of like the first time they really did it, I think. I forget. It's such a long time ago. Real question is, 12 by 12 by 12 boxes. They're like the perfect size for like my Amazon lots. So that's what I send all my Amazon lots to Amazon fulfillment centers. In eBay boxes. I'm like, take that. Hey, a live stream. Congrats on the... Well, Kevin, let's pump the brakes here. No one knows about that. All right, I didn't buy it yet. We're in negotiation. Shh. Oh, yeah, the oil slick lands are cool. Yeah. And I'm a fan of the Aether Drift ones, the first place ones. No one likes them, so buy them. There will come a time. No one liked the oil slick ones either. Let me remind people, okay? We all see how expensive they are now, too. I noticed the big ads have been growing in online TCGS selling a ton of singles, but I'm looking into selling sealed products, but everyone I talk to tell me they only deal with retail. You mean like distributors? Yeah, they're only going to deal with like retail stores. I did Flesh. You know what it was? It was my fucking router, dude. It was my router sitting next to my cloud lifter. Like, idiot. I got a new cloud lifter. I got a new, whatever the fucking thing plugs into. And then I was like, then I put everything back together, but in the process, I took my router and put it someplace else because like, I kind of want that off my desk now. And then it worked and everything was good. And I was like, why is everything good? And then I picked up my router, put it back on my table, and it started again. And I was like, you motherfucker. Is part of your negotiation to not have lighting that will destroy your business and life? What does that mean? What do you mean? I'm confused. So I'm originally from New Jersey, Sussex County. This area of Florida I moved to has a spot with multiple schools, no shops for miles around. Perfect area, ripe for a shop. New locations are money. I know, but like you told me like 6,000 to 7,000, but I don't know how much space it is. And oh, sorry. Yes. Sorry, Bronze. Yeah, that will be part of the negotiations. Which, funny you say that, the place I was looking at is like, it has very old lights and they're not LED. So that makes me, did my light catch fire? Yeah. So I have these, well, I didn't install them. The landlord did. And they were in there since I moved in. They're like these, like, like the big lights that were inside like gyms when we were kids. They're like huge, like bell shapes. So it's that, and it's 40-foot ceilings. So it's really high. Not something I can get to if a fire breaks out and when a fire broke out. So apparently they were installed wrong. They were like wired and plugged in when they should have been hardwired, is from what I was told. And it just bursted into flames as we were standing there. It got so bright in the warehouse, like I thought I died, like blinding, like walk to the light bright. And it blew up and flames shot out of the fucking thing like a magician. And it started to like climb up into the ceiling, into the insulation. And that's when my quick thinking came into play. To look for my non-existent fire extinguisher that I didn't buy yet, to put out this flame in my 40-foot ceilings that I couldn't reach to if I had a fucking scissor lift. So I ran next door to find a fire extinguisher. They didn't have one either. No one carries fire extinguishers. So luckily it just went out. And yeah, so ignore things and they'll go away. That's what I've come to learn. It ranges depending on how new. 1.2K for 4K up to... So if you get 3,000 square feet for $4,000, that sounds extremely cheap, if I'm reading that correctly. If you could start over knowing what you know now, would you open a hobby shop again or do something else with less effort and higher profit margins? Yeah. Yeah, probably. Sometimes I miss just clocking in. I know it sounds fucked up and not what a lot of people want to hear, but sometimes I miss the simplicity of that life. And, the value it brings to your mental health of, you punch your time clock, you're gone for the day. You no longer have to think about that place or anybody in there, and you get to focus on your own life. And if it is for you, trying to start a business, that's something you enjoy. And that's your hobby and that's what you do and you love it. But once you replace that clocking in and clocking out for the thing that you enjoy doing as a side thing, it takes the enjoyment out of it and puts the stress into it. So, those stresses that you felt in your day-to-day of your clocking in and clocking out become now stresses you carry over into your once loved passion and hobby. Probably not something you want to hear, but it's the truth. And, you just have to kind of roll with the punches. My last game store had Dracula candles? What? $35 a square foot. Yeah, that's kind of the national average. We're probably at around, well, the bigger you get, the less, less you pay for square footage. You can get up to like $3 a square foot if you get a 80,000 square foot freaking mega warehouse. But that's probably the average for 1,200 to around 2,500 is around $35 a square foot in a major, strip mall where you're going to have foot traffic. But, these mom and pop places, a little off the beaten path, you can probably get for like $15 to $20 a square foot here. If you don't mind not having any foot traffic whatsoever, which is what I did. But we were able to thrive and grow in that location. I miss just clocking into turn. Yeah. Literally what I would do is I would pretend this is my fork truck. I would hop on my fork truck, clock in for the day. I worked midnights, by the way. So it was like, 11 p.m. I would sit like this on the fork truck, boom, on one ass cheek. I have sciatica from it. I can't move this way. And I'd have my little device right here with the fingers, and I would just be like this. But I had a big old fat double chin at the time, and I had my headphones in, and just all night, lifting up things, double forklift, double wide baby, forklift certified, and just like that, all day. You need stuff? Okay, 40 pallets. And that was it. And have my podcasts in. I'd be listening. This is going to come full circle. Because I'd be listening to Mason on what it costs to open a game store, trying to open a game store when loading pallets. And now I talk to you and we talk shop about game store stuff. It's kind of weird and surreal. But yeah, this is me sitting there listening to YouTube videos. Probably like a lot of you guys. I failed you. You weren't truthful. No, you were. There was nothing anyone could say to get me to not do it. The people, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter. Do I regret it? No. But, I do miss just clocking in and, just not thinking about it. Just like autopilot. We made good money too. It was crazy. We got paid like $36 an hour to like, and on holidays it was triple time. It was like I was making over $100 an hour on holidays. I worked every holiday. And that's what I did until I opened the store. I still work every holiday. But now I'm building wealth for myself and not for someone else. But that's not saying you can't build wealth for yourself while working for someone else. I don't want to put down anyone that, that has a regular job. There's value in that. And people that put people down for, working for someone else, they're pieces of shit. Yeah, it's kind of a mess, Pokevend. It's kind of sucks building wealth. Well, let's put a cap on that. We're building something, all right? That's a great attitude to have. And anyone that says how you're going to make money doing that, they don't understand it, so they have no business talking about it. It's tough, but you could do it. Like, tell your boss, suck my balls. Don't tell him. No, don't tell him that. Tell him, like, I'm sure a lot of people told you that when you were starting your business or you know what I mean? I'm sure you had that conversation with people. Open a shop in Portland, Maine. Lots of foot traffic. Good places outside the city. Portland, Maine. Dude, if I, sorry about that. I think my thing just turned off. If I opened another store, it would be like not further north. I'm trying to get into a place where it's a little bit better weather. Building those big invoices. Dude, my Final Fantasy order, I just put my finger on the one and went and I was like, enter. Rudy yells at us to never open a shop, so I've cut that dream off a long time ago. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Anyone that tells you not to do something, it didn't work for them, so they think that can't work for anyone. And there's more than one way to skin a cat. And anyone that tells you not to do something, it's because it didn't work for them and they did something else. So they think that the something else they did is better than what you want to do. So, in the end, you are the secret sauce to your business. And if you want to make it work, you're going to make it work. I don't want to speak for him, but he probably didn't want to make it work. So it didn't. But getting product is rough. Yeah, it is. And since somebody built their business as well, let's see now. Rudy says that so he won't have any competition. Yeah, I don't know. I like Rudy, so I just I'm just trying to show you, don't listen to what other people say. If you want to do it, do it. Open a shop in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. What the fuck? What is that? Yeah, but that's the thing. Billionaires you gotta open it in a place where it's not too low income and it's not too high income. Because high income people, really, really high income people, they're freaking playing golf and playing lacrosse and ice hockey. They're not trading Pokemon cards. Yeah. They're not. Let me rephrase that. Rudy's not telling people to not do something. He's telling you that it's crazy hard and giving you the pitfalls of it, but also saying not to do it. So, yeah. I went out. Buy me out. I'm in. Buy me out. Shit. I'll take a buyout. Send me a number and we'll see. Yes, wealthy people do not buy used stuff. Can almost guarantee it. I had this one guy walk into the store once and I could tell he was very wealthy. And the way he phrased something, it left me like thinking in my brain, did I make the right decision? Because he was wearing his like country club golf shirt. We live like where I live, my house, it's like right across the way is the country club, the golf course. And I'm not wealthy. We live on the other side of it, like on the other side of the tracks. And then there's this side of the tracks where they're all wealthy. I'm on this side, they're on that side. So he came into the shop And he was looking at all the cards and he was like, are all these cards used? The way he said it and the way he just pointed at everything. And I was like, yeah, it's the only way you can get them. Like, you take them out of the pack, they're considered used, but they're in good condition. He's like, so all of them, you don't have new stuff? The way he said it and the way he, like, his nose went up in his face. And I was just like, and this was like 2 weeks until I opened. I was like, oh no, what have I done? But it worked out. I don't know, lacrosse, I guess. Maybe not lacrosse because it's cheap to play. Ice hockey. I don't know. Maybe that's just coming from me because, like, all the football players that we, like on the football team in school, the ones that played football and lacrosse were all the rich kids. So I insinuated, I connected lacrosse with richness. But I just think looking back now, I think rich parents want their kids to play in every sport and be active and not be home. Polo. Yeah, polo. Whatever. That too. You play hockey, it's not that expensive. It is, though. Come on. Skates alone. Think about it. Realistically. Actually, you're probably right. Because football gear is expensive, too. That was expensive. But, no. I'm staying true. Ice hockey is expensive. New Jersey 8 Mile edition. Yes. How many times have I ridden horses? Considering that majority of my life I spent over 350 pounds to 400 pounds, not a lot. I can honestly say never. Oh, the printer, yeah. It's in the graveyard now. Maybe I should talk about this since I kind of pumped that printer up. I have the 8170 here now because I wanted to start making like custom lots for eBay. And I'm going to take that to the warehouse because I've ran into kind of an issue. I order all my cards from TCG Player to the warehouse. And I didn't want to start ordering stuff to my actual house because I don't want, you nut job psychopaths to have my real address. Rather have my warehouse address. Come steal my shit there, not at my house. So when I order stuff from TCG Player to sell on other platforms, I take scans of them. And I don't really need to take a billion scans. So when I order something, it's normally just one card, but it's like 100 of that card. So I really only need one scan. So that's why I'm making the switch. Congrats on 20K. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, so that's why I'm switching that. P.O. boxes, yeah, then you got to go there. I mean, I either order stuff to the store or the warehouse. When I order stuff, it's to the warehouse. Any new 3D printings? No, I've been like really trying to print all of my shit for the drawers, and it's like it takes so fucking long, dude. Like for me to print like to print a whole drawer worth of boxes for the IKEA shelves. So it's like 4, 8, 12. Takes 5 days to print one drawer worth of boxes. And I even upgraded the nozzle to a high flow nozzle. So now we've knocked it down to 4 days. But, you know, something always happens on like day 3 and ruins a whole print halfway through. So it's like, oh my God, this is becoming an issue. I don't recommend. So I got, what did I get? The Creality K2 Max or Plus. It's got a 350 millimeter all the way around print plate. It's like one of the biggest print plates on the market. I don't recommend it. I would recommend getting like a bamboo. Anyone who has bamboo stuff, it always talks great about it. Anyone who has Creality stuff, it's like they kind of like did great with marketing with like people on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's like kind of like designer 3D printer. It was really expensive. That and the CFS, which is on top, that machine was around $1,600. Now you can get like a Bamboo Labs, which is like a little bit smaller, still a contained unit, smaller print bed, but like same thing for like $700. Congratulations, your videos have helped me a lot in starting my journey to making a business out of my hobby. Awesome, man. Rudy said that he never said MetaZoo was investable. Wait, did he say that? I'm pretty sure he said the exact opposite. In the end, don't take what anyone says seriously. I don't know. That's what I say. When I'm listening to someone sell me something, I'm like, what is he getting out of this? Bamboo Labs are the best. See, yeah, no one has anything bad to say about Bamboo. If you need volume, you might want to look in molds with resin. I don't want to use resin because I don't like it's very toxic, and you know, us being in the warehouse all day with it, and I don't know. I would say the Elgo Century Carbon, which comes out during summer. I have a people who have purses also like really have nothing bad to say about them. Anyone who has Creality always has issues, so I should have did more research. Orders over 100 worth of signature new shop, really don't eat the loss. I don't. If you're selling on TCG Player, you're covered regardless. Doesn't matter. As long as it has a acceptance scan, you're good. Once it hits over 250 is when, you know, you'll still have to give a refund, but they'll credit you. You're out. Internal clock has me up at 5 a.m. every day. I'll send you an offer over Discord. You stand firm on. Okay. Do you invest in anything? Stocks and stuff like that. Do you think brick and mortar are the way to go? It depends. I do. Yeah. It's kind of like the means to be able to get product. I mean, you can get product anywhere, but it's tough. Like if you told people like last year or 2 years ago about opening a store, they would say, why? I could just get everything on eBay, on TCG Player, on Amazon for cheaper than people get it in the store. But, you know, it's very short-sighted. This would be a great video. now everyone's like, oh, I need to open a store. I need to open a store. It's the only way to get stuff. But like 6 to 8 months ago, everyone was like, all these idiots opening stores. I could just buy it on eBay for, less than. But now those kind of same people are like, hey, you have any prismatic? It's like, make up your mind. But for consistency and continuity, I would say yes. Mox Alpha helps. Be careful with Mox Alpha. The data might be a little skewed. That's why I really don't talk about it much. All right. So here's the thing with Mox Alpha. It's great. It's a great barometer. It sets you in the right direction. But, it's derived fees is kind of a little misleading because that fee ratio works in an echo chamber. Like if you're just opening that one specific set and you're just selling that, yeah, it makes sense to use it. But, it's better off to use your fee ratio at year-over-year basis. Like if it's your first year, it's a different story. But like I always go off my previous year's fee ratio to always influence my decision on whether or not I'm opening up a product to sell this year. Because, my fees are derived from the vastness of my inventory, not just that one single set. So, last year we were sitting at probably, I think it was a 26.5% fee ratio for the entire year. So that's kind of my formula I use when opening up any product today. Because there's some products that are on there that are like at a 60% fee ratio, but, it's not necessarily the case because you're going to sell other things with other things and, helps you. Isn't most of the supply issues for Pokemon? No, not really. Magic, there is definitely some. It's not really supply issues because Magic's really good with supplying the main things like play boosters and commander decks and things like that. The only thing that they don't do anymore, they changed the print runs on collector boosters. They made them more collectible. So hey, shock. Thing that says collector is collectible now. So, those always go out of stock first. There's been a trend of people with stores opening wholesale programs to online businesses not as consistent or as bottom dollar as direct connection, but still worth it if you don't want to break them. Yeah, that's exactly, you kind of explained my whole business that it's what I do. Yeah, if you buy something from me and it skyrockets, good on you, bud. You got it. You did it. I will never cancel an order for that reason. I have kind of a niche question I've been looking for help with. Heard you talk about putting thermal labels on number 10 envelopes. Any tips? I can't get a stamp and address in the right place. It's too small. If it's through TCG Player, you're going to have a big issue. You're going to have use like ShipStation or something. But my thermal labels, I print out the postage for eBay on them. That's the only thing I use it for is for eBay. I did have a question about buying collections. How do you go about vetting a huge collection? So do you ever buy a collection and getting hit with a ton of proxies? No. Well, here's the thing. If I'm buying a huge collection, like my employees don't do this. I do this in the store. They have to go through every card. I'll pull out the big stuff, like the really, really big stuff, pull it out, lay it out, kind of fan through the rest. And, you know, if the rest of the cards are kind of lower value, like, you know, $2, $3, $4, $5 cards, I'll just blanket give them face price what the big cards are, and the rest are just thrown in with the collection. So, like, let's say they come in with 1,000 cards, you know, 20 of them are valued at $1,000, and the rest are all $1, $2, $3 cards. I'll just buy the collection for $1,000 and hope I find more in there. Just because sometimes I just don't really have the time. I don't like, you know, scanning the cards, and so I just pull out the big stuff, buy those as face value for the whole collection, and then hope for the best. And it's worked. They should try. When I do labels on TCG Player Plan, I have a little template in yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I've seen some weird stuff through, you know, because we order a shit ton through TCG. Not really a shit ton. We order a lot through TCG Player. And I've seen some pretty innovative stuff. Yeah, he said that he never said MetaZoo was investable, deleted about 25 videos pumping it, and said that anyone that bought it as an investment is a Timmy. He's a great guy. I don't know. I don't like talking bad about people. It's not my thing. But I do remember, I think I remember him saying that. That being said, alert box is hidden. Wait, I had people doing stuff? What is this? Oh, there we go. Subscriber. 57 people watching. Thank you guys for a little chill Sunday hangout sesh. Maybe I should start doing rip and ships. Who's in my first rip and ship? All right. What do we got? We got a nice assortment of packs here. Actually, only thing I do have is Innistrad remastered collector boosters. That's all I got. Am I allowed to hit the pen on live stream? It's tobacco. I use Easy Post for shipping letters. Gives you tracking and decent prices considering... Oh, wow. Easy Post. Oh, so it's tracking. Dragonstorm singles booming. Are they, though? I don't know. I haven't been watching. I should be. Rip and ship it as complicated as it seems. I don't know. I don't think so. Yes, you're all good hitting pen on stream. Okay, I believe what you say. That was a deep one. This is gonna be rough. 1 ounce is 69 cents. Yeah, that's about right. That's eBay stuff. Dude, I don't look at the sets anymore. I wish I did. But me being a white player, so I'm gonna say Elspeth. What do we got here? Oh yeah, that Elspeth. Oh yeah. That'll slab up real nice. That Halo? Who's got one? I'm buying. Paying market. That Elspeth's really nice. Wait, so where are the dragon scale foils at? I thought they were dragon scale foils or something, right? Dragonstorm, singles, selling pretty well. Blah, blah, blah. Rob, been watching your videos for 2 years and oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Well, you got a master case of collectors? Jesus Christ, you're going hard. I wouldn't open it, dude. I mean, if you want to open it, just have fun, do it. But like, this is one I wouldn't. Oh, the special guests. Okay. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Because like, if that Ugin came in came in hold on 1 second. Getting a phone call. Gotta take it. All right, back. Dragon scales are special. Okay, gotcha. We had one was damaged, I guess. You had a whole master case damage? What the hell? Jordan, thanks to all you do. Your video tutorials, starting a business, packing ores, sorting products. Oh, yeah, man. Awesome. Good. I mean, I would, dude. Like, it's going to be a $500 box in like 6 weeks. At the rate they're selling. Dude, they're $3.89 a box now. It's like, there's no more coming to the market. Like, it's going to be drip fed from distributors, you know, until they run out. You're going to be able to get 1 or 2 a week. You're not going to see this under 350 ever again. This is like a no-brainer. If anything was a no-brainer, this is a no-brainer. I know, but you take the EV, you know, it's like it's a little different. I mean, if you have a physical store, I would say don't open it. But if you're not, then, you know, of course, whatever, do what you want. But you know, I'd rather sell these in person for $500 a pop when they're going for $6, and, you know, give the customer a deal rather than feverishly opening them now and, you know, making $300 after fees and everything, selling the singles and working, you know, so much longer. I don't know, but if you like doing it, do it. Do that. Do what you're doing. You know, that's just what I would do. You know, if it was different, like let's say if it was a lot lower, the box, like let's say it was like 240 and, you know, the EV was like 350 and sales weren't 400 to 500 boxes a day. You know, I would say things a little differently, but, you know, but it's different. You know, call up the distributors and be like, hey, got any Dragonstorm? It's like asking for Pokemon right now. Edge of Eternities is going to fly. I don't know, dude. I think it's going to be another Aether Drift just because of the theme. I hope not. But that being said, I'm going to call it a night. I wanted to go live and say, hey, I'm alive. What's up? I got another video in the works. It's being edited. It's part 2 of the video that I just posted. Instead of the warehouse and online stuff, it's going to be the store. So hopefully that gets 30,000 views again and we get more subscribers so we can inflate my ego and yeah. So, you know, let's do that. And what else was I going to say? I don't know. But it's been 14 days since that video posted. I'm ready to post another video. Give me ideas for future videos that not necessarily will be trading card related. I want to do other things. Should I make another YouTube channel doing other things? Because I don't want to, you know, post, let's say, reaction content or, you know, I don't know. Like, I want to do other things. I don't just want to talk about cards all day. I want to do other things. Surprising. But I do. So let me know. Let me know what you want to see. I want to make like other videos, not necessarily trading cards, but I'll see you later. Thanks for